Okay, class, so we're back for part 2 of the first video and also part 2 of root words. So we're going to talk about the next category that means love. So you have am and file. Now, am is a derivative from amor, okay? And that comes from Latin, meaning love. And then file or feel, depending on which word you're saying, comes from philo, and that is Greek, which also means love. And again, they appear to be suffixes and prefixes in words, but they're the root. We don't use am by itself in English every day. We don't use feel by itself in English every day. They still root words and they mean love. Okay, so here's some examples. So you got philosopher. Now, when I went on Google, they were saying that if you want to find English words that have something to do with love in its definition, you can follow the Greek philo or the Latin amor. So here's a great example of that. So let's see, you have the phil, but then you also have an o here. And this is Greek. It is a Greek word. And this is phil is a Greek derivative that we use in English. But in any case, always follow, you can look for philo or amor. See, that's how you spell amor. This is Latin, this is Greek. Or it'll just be am or phil. It may not have the rest at the end. But either way, it's going to mean love. So philosopher, the love of wisdom. Then you have this word, philodendron, someone who loves trees. And then philanthropist, someone who loves humans. Now here you go, perfect example. You don't always have to follow philo. You can look for phil as in philanthropist. Okay, so that's 3 examples of philo or phile, all right, that mean love. Okay, now side note, according to Google, if your name is Philip, that means you're one that loves horses. And for my AM people, if your name is Amanda, according to Latin, it means you are one to be loved. All right, so take that, y'all. You leave Amanda's alone. Okay, so now we have our AM examples. And let me show you something I find fascinating. 2 things I want to bring to your attention. Now with this word, you see this is an AM root word that means love. Enamored means to be in love with, right? But here we go, amor. There's our amor. Remember what they said on Google? They said if you want to find words in the English language that have something to do with love and its meaning, you can follow amor, which is Latin for love. So enamored, it has amor in it. And also, I wanted to point out that these root words may sometimes show up in the middle or at the beginning, as an amenity, right? An amenity means a thing people love, you know, or things people love when you make it plural. You typically see that word when you're looking for an apartment or something, or gym membership, amenity. And amatory. Amatory is a word that describes a love relationship. So there's your AM root word. And then you have Tory. I'm going to go ahead and assume that word has something to do with a relationship. If we were to dig into the etymology of this is a suffix, by the way. Same with the other video in acrimony. That's a suffix. Well, Tory is a suffix from somewhere. In any case, we understand amatory means a loving relationship. It's describing a relationship that has to do with AM, love. All right, guys. Got much for you. See you next time.